Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is day 2 of Oracle VirtualBox training. Yesterday we had installed VirtualBox on our Windows 10 machine. We discussed the basic configuration of VirtualBox, and we discussed something about virtual machines, and we already created two virtual machines, and we install operating system on virtual machines. So that was yesterday's session. If any of you missed yesterday's session, they can watch the video on my YouTube channel, which I uploaded, and I will also upload this video to the channel. So uh, to make it easy for people, I have uploaded the videos to my channel. You can just find me using this name. Uh, right, you can write Kashif Buneri IT trainer, and you will be redirected to my channel. I don't know why it is taking time. Maybe it's the issue in my internet, but let's wait for it. Okay, today as our topic, we will discuss the virtual networking of VirtualBox. So I was talking about the video which I uploaded yesterday. You can watch that video. Uh, this is the playlist Oracle VirtualBox class recording, and I will upload this video as well. Yesterday what we did, let me just give you a short overview, and then we are starting today's session. Basically, in our last session, we installed Oracle VirtualBox on top of Windows 10. So this is my hardware, and it has Windows 10 installer in it, right? And then we installed Oracle VirtualBox, which is a type 2 hypervisor which give us facility to virtualize our hardware. This is Oracle VirtualBox. We created two virtual machine on VirtualBox, VM01, and we installed Windows 7 operating system on top of this virtual machine. So today's session is very interesting. When we this topic will also cover the networking piece of VMware Workstation as well. So you guys would be able to understand the virtual networking of Oracle VirtualBox, Hyper-V, VMware Workstation. So it will cover all of your areas. These are my two virtual machines you can see here. Normally, if we have physical machines, for example, these are my physical machines, PC1, and suppose I have three physical machines, and if I give you the task to connect these computers to each other, what will you do? Can someone tell me what we need to connect these computers? We need switch, right? And we will just connect these computers to each other like this using twisted pair cable. If this computer has a wireless network adapter, we can also connect this computer using wireless access points, right? Which is normally we call it a Wi-Fi device, suppose. So I think to connect these three machines, it is very easy that we need a switch and we can connect this. But suppose we have virtual machines on our Oracle VirtualBox, and we need to connect these virtual machine to each other, and also we need to connect these machine to our physical network as well. For example, my laptop is connected to right now you can see my laptop is connected to Wi-Fi. So I will draw a Wi-Fi device here, right? So this laptop is connected to Wi-Fi network, you can see here. And if I go to my networking setting, you can see here uh, my IP address is 6018.25. My default gateway is this one, and this is my DNS IP address. So let me show you. So my wireless network adapter is now connected. This is my physical adapter, right? My IP address is 18.25. My default gateway is 18.1 and DNS IP is suppose 8.8. This is my machine network setting, my physical machine network setting. For virtual machines, when we install Oracle VirtualBox in our Windows 10 machine, we have three options to connect our virtual machine. So let me show you here. You can see here by default uh, my network setting is you can see here this one, that this virtual machine has a single network adapter, and this network adapter is connected to NAT. Let me undo. You can see this is connected to NAT. By default, when we create virtual machine in our VirtualBox, the virtual machine network adapter is connected to NAT. And if I check this network connectivity of another virtual machine, you can see it is also connected to NAT. So if you want to connect these two virtual machines with each other, we have to keep the network setting of both virtual machines same. Suppose if this virtual machine is connected to NAT, this virtual machine network adapter should also be connected to NAT, and then they would be able to communicate with each other, right? We can change the network setting as well. If I right click on my virtual machine and go to settings, we can change the setting from NAT to bridge adapter, or from internal network to internal network or host only adapter. So that's the story. What is the difference between bridge adapter, internal network, host only? So we have to discuss uh, these options in today's session, right? So in simple word, let me make it simple. In network side, we have one option is NAT, another option is bridged, Another option is host only, right? If I select host only for both virtual machine, these virtual machine will only be able to communicate with each other. Host only mean, let me start from host only basically, so I can make it simple for you guys. For example, I have to connect these two computers, and I selected host only for both virtual machine. In host only option, these two virtual machine will be connected to each other and they can communicate to Windows 10 machine. And if I go to my Windows 10 setting, let me open the network setting of my Windows 10. After installation of VirtualBox, this adapter will be created on your Windows 10 machine. You can see here VirtualBox host only network is installed. But when we install Oracle VirtualBox on our machine, this adapter will be installed. So if you want to communicate these machine with each other and to this machine only, you can select host only. In host only, these virtual machine won't be able to communicate outside the network. For example, if they want to communicate to internet, they won't be able to get access to internet because the adapter is connected to host only. So host only mean, in simple word, internal switch. Internal switch mean that there is no internet connectivity. These two machine has nothing to do with the outside network. It would not be connected to this one. So in which situation we select host only? For example, we are doing some testing, and during the testing we do not want these machine to communicate to another physical machines or to internet, and we also don't want other machines to get access to these machines. So in that situation we will select host only. So if you want these two virtual machines to communicate with each other and to Windows 10 only, this is host only. Host only mean the operating system where the Oracle VirtualBox is installed. So if I want to connect these machines, I will change the network setting like this. First I will change the network setting of each machine to host only adapter, right? And I will do the same setting for the other machine. So you can see here the network setting of two virtual machine is now host only adapter. So if I turn on this machine, automatically an IP address will be assigned to each virtual machine. In which range? Let me show you. By default, VirtualBox has a built-in DHCP configured for host only adapter. I will show you. Suppose I'm going to setting preferences. Here you can see, I think there is the option host network manager. You can see this is my host only adapter. This is the range which is defined for the host only network, and by default DHCP server is on. So my Windows 7 this virtual machine IP setting is automatically, so we will see this an IP address with this range will be assigned to this virtual machine. And let me show you here. You can see here 192.168.56.101. How this IP address is assigned to this virtual machine? Because of this DHCP server. So if you have a if you have a task and you need to configure DHCP server on any of these virtual machine, so best option is to disable DHCP of your host only adapter. So you can disable it like this. So this is the story. You can also disable DHCP of your host only adapter, and you can assign manual IP address. Suppose I have assigned 10.0.0.1 IP address to this machine, and suppose I have assigned 10.0.0.2 IP address to this virtual machine. So let me assign IP address. This is my machine number 1, and sorry, for example, this is my IP address of this virtual machine, and let me assign another IP address to this virtual machine as well. So these two virtual machine will be connected in class A network. Okay, so let's and okay, and if you want to access your Windows 7 virtual machine from this machine, you need to assign IP address to virtual network adapter of Windows 10. So in Windows 10 we have this adapter for host only. So I will right click here and I will assign IP address to my host only adapter in this range 10.0.0.3. So I think this is the second machines. Okay, so you can see here I have two virtual machine 1, machine 2, and I connected these two virtual machine to host only adapter, and I have also assigned IP address to my Windows 10 machine, which is my physical machine, and I use this adapter. So if I want to check the connectivity, so let me show you. I would be able to ping my one machine. You can see here 10.0.0.2 and 10.0.0.1. So host only adapter means that these two virtual machine would only be able to communicate to your Windows 10 machine, and they would be able to communicate with each other. They cannot connect to the internet directly. So if you just need a communication of virtual machine internally, in that case we will select host only adapter. So that's the main purpose of host only adapter, and I have already showed you that if you do not want automatic IP address for your virtual machine, you can simply disable the internal DHCP for host only adapter using this option, host network manager. So we finally are okay with this option. We can also create another host only adapter, which will be complicated if I discuss that portion as well right now. So I'm just making it very simple. So you should just note that we have three options. Option one is NAT, host only adapter, and bridge option. And we are done with host only option right now. What is bridge option used for? For example, uh, if you want to connect these machine to your physical network and you want them to communicate directly to internet, and I mean you want them to be on your same network, which is this network 192.168.18.25, you can select bridge option. In bridge option, your virtual machine will be connected to the physical network directly, right? So let me change the setting of your virtual machine. You can simply go to settings of virtual machine, and from here you can select bridge option. We have two options. uh, in our laptop usually we have two options for physical connectivity. One is our Ethernet adapter and other is wireless. So now my Ethernet adapter is connected, so I am going to select this option and click OK. And if I change the IP setting from static to dynamic, an IP address will be assigned to my machine in the range of my physical network, which is 192.168.18. So you can see here 192.168.18.122. The same IP address range is assigned to my virtual machine. So in physical, if I select bridge option for virtual machine, what will happen? Our virtual machine would be able to get access to internet directly. They will be considered that these are also a part of our physical network. So that was the setting for the first virtual machine, and if I do the same setting for another machine, which is this one, I selected wireless and OK, and let me change the IP address setting from this. So that's the story. Now we will be able to access internet from the machine as well. You can see the IP address of this machine is 18.123 and DHCP server is this one. So even I would be able to access internet on my machines. So I think bridge option is very simple. In which situation we select bridge option? When we need to get when we want internet connectivity on our virtual machine and we want them to be accessed by the outside network as well. So suppose this is my Windows 10 machine and I want to connect with my uh, virtual machine. I can use this network 123, and you can see I am able to ping my communication, the virtual machines. So that's the story of bridge. In host only, virtual machine would only be able to communicate with each other and they won't be able to communicate outside the network. In bridge option, these virtual machine will be considered a part of our physical network. So even if I have if my Wi-Fi is connected to this switch, suppose, and this physical machine IP address is 18.124, still this machine would be able to connect with this virtual machine. So if you want your virtual machine to be accessed from physical machines, and you also want your virtual machine to get access to the internet, in that case we will select bridge option. If your physical machine, this hardware is connected to Wi-Fi, so then during selection of your bridge option, you can choose your option, that whether you want to connect your virtual machine to wireless network adapter or to Ethernet adapter. So currently my laptop wireless Wi-Fi adapter is connected, which is why I selected this option. So that was for the uh, bridge option, right? Okay, and what is net option used for? Basically, net option. So let's suppose you have two virtual machines, and you also want these two virtual machine to get access to the internet, but at the same time you don't want that these virtual machine will be accessed from outside of network. So what you can do is you can select net option for both adapter. So in net option, what will happen? These two virtual machine network will be different. They would be able to get access to the internet, but this physical machine IP address will do the translation for them. I mean, uh, let me explain it in another way. Normally, sorry, okay. For example, this is my internet connection, right? And my internet is connected to my ISP. For example, this is our ISP, and this is my DSL modem. Every DSL modem has its own public IP address, WAN port. So suppose my DSL WAN port has public IP address 1.1.1, and my DSL modem LAN IP address is, for example, 10.0.0.1. So, and I have two machines connected here. One is PC1 and another is PC2. Alright. Normally, in this situation, you can see here, this is our own private network, So every machine IP address here will be in this range. Default gateway, suppose this is my IP address of this virtual machine. Default gateway is, sorry, this one. DNS server is suppose this one, right? So these two machine, if they want to communicate with each other, they will use 10.0.0.3 or 2 IP address to communicate with each other. But if they want to communicate with internet, this public IP address will do the translation. Network address translation. And we have three types of network address translation. One is called static net, one is called dynamic net, and the third one is called port address translation. In port address translation, a single public IP address will be able to translate the multiple to do the translation for multiple private IP addresses. So if this machine wants to communicate with Google, this public IP address will do the translation for this machine. And if this virtual machine or physical machine want to communicate with internet, so this IP address will do the translation for this machine. So again, what is the meaning of this net option? If we select net option for both of our virtual machine, they will communicate with each other using another IP address, but if they want to communicate outside, this IP address will do the translation for them. So in net option, virtual machine would be able to get access to the internet, but this physical machine would not be able to communicate with this virtual machine because the setting for these virtual machine are net. So that's the difference between net and bridge option. In bridge option, these virtual machine is a part of our physical network, but in net option, these are not a part of our physical network. These virtual machine has its own private network. Okay, so basically uh, when we use net option, for example, we have two virtual machines and we are doing some test work on these virtual machine, and we want internet access during the testing process, but at the same time we do not want these virtual machine to be accessed from outside the network. For example, this physical machine or any other machine which is connected to the physical network. So in that case we will select net option. So in net option, what will happen, let me, sorry, in net option, the IP, suppose the IP address of this virtual machine is this one, 10.0.0.2, and IP address of this virtual machine is 10.0.0.3. Default gateway will be suppose this one, and default gateway is suppose this one. So in net option, these two virtual machine will communicate using this IP address, but if they want to connect to the internet or outside the network, this IP address will do the translation for them. So that's the story. In bridge option, these virtual machines are directly connected to the bridge network, to the physical network, but in net option, a separate private network will be created. And you can also create multiple net networks in your VirtualBox. This is possible. How it is possible? You can just open your VirtualBox and you can go to File, and there is option Network Operation Manager, and sorry, I think this is the option. You can add another network as well, network. And if you want to add another host only network, you can go to uh, host network manager, and from here you can add another adapter as well. And if you want to do some setting in this option, you can change the IP address as well. For example, you enable DHCP server, you can change the IP address range as well. That is also possible. So it's totally up to you guys. It depends on your network scenario. For example, someone give you a task that uh, this virtual machine should have two adapters, and one adapter is connected to your wireless network and the other adapter will be connected to host only network. Suppose this is your firewall. Let me just draw another example for you guys. Okay, let me remove it. For example, you have to deploy Fortinet firewall here. This is your Fortinet firewall, okay, and this is your Windows 10 Windows 7 machine, and you want to practice on your Fortinet firewall. So in that case, normally in physical scenario, if we want to do some practice on our firewalls, what we do basically, we connect our firewall. Suppose this is my firewall, we connect this firewall to network. This is my network firewall. This firewall is connected to my switch, like this, and this firewall is connected to internet. There is, suppose there is a DSL modem or whatever. So every firewall should have minimum two network adapter. One is LAN port and the other would be WAN port. And I'm also doing some testing on my Windows machine, Windows this PC, and I want this setup to be created in my VirtualBox. So suppose this is my task. In that case, what will I do? So I will assume that the first Windows 7 machine is a firewall. So first of all, I will go to settings and I will connect one adapter to the bridge. So bridge adapter means this is my WAN port. This port is directly connected to Wi-Fi, which is called a WAN port, right? And I will add another adapter. So unfortunately in VirtualBox I'm not able to add another adapter during the virtual machine when the virtual machine is powered on. So first step is to shut down your machine like this. So I shut down my machine. Once your machine is powered down, then you can add another adapter. So this is my adapter number 2, and I want to connect an adapter number 2 to host only adapter, and click OK. So you can see here this virtual machine has two adapter. The first adapter is connected to bridge, which we will be consider as a WAN port, and the second adapter is connected to host only, and I will select host only for the machine number 2. You can see here. So let me draw you. This virtual machine has adapter 1. NIC 1 is connected to bridge, which mean WAN port. NIC 2 is connected to host only, which mean LAN. And this machine has NIC 1, which is connected to host only, and which mean LAN. So this is how you can create your network for the firewall configuration. If you have a use case for this, you can do it. So that was the session for the virtual networking of VirtualBox. That this is how you can connect a virtual machine with each other, and I have also told you that suppose you have a use case for your firewall, so you can do these settings. Again, if you guys have any question, you can contact me on my email, and you can send your question through my email.